back at it again. It's another session with Shel.
Sessions with Shel.
It's your boy Uncle Shel.
And it's your man, FLYTALK.
Yes, sir. It's always a pleasure being back. It's 2025, baby. You say this is the first episode for the new year, right?
Yes, sir.
We tapped in, though, man. We tapped in. There's a lot of things that have been going on this year. You know, we just going to run through it. So, I guess we talking Trump, man.
Donald Trump.
Yeah, I guess we talking Trump, man. That's the topic of the discussion every day.
Hell yeah.
Since the inauguration.
The orange psychopath.
Boy, Cheeto head ass dude. Like,
bullshit.
I mean, he on some other shit. I mean, we've always known Trump as a businessman. That's what he's been from the jump. I remember the days of seeing him on Fresh Prince.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I remember the days of seeing him with the likes of Snoop.
Seeing him everywhere.
Just seeing him everywhere. Seeing him on the scene.
Seeing him with black
Can
folks.
never say I saw him becoming president. Not once, but twice.
Right. I didn't
Right.
think it could actually happen the first time it happened.
We're living it though, bro. We in here. You know, Simpson's been talking to us. And we gotta start believing. You know what I'm saying?
I wonder what's the real thing with that shit.
Well, you know, we gonna run with it right now because that's the closest thing we get to some kind of like foreshadowing things. But you know, staying on topic with Trump. I mean, what's your thoughts of just? I mean, I know he's been very active. All right, getting a lot of things pushed through, some things being denied, but some things also going through. So what's your thoughts? I know you might be political brethren, so break down your thoughts.
I think Donald Trump crazy. This is the wild.
That sums it up for real.
Yeah, I think I like the tactic. Don't get me wrong. I like the fact that he's doing what he said he was going to do, and I do think Washington needs to be stirred up.
Gotcha.
I think the practice of politics has become too theatrical. You know, it's a lot of talking, not a lot of doing.
For sure.
It's a lot of ass kicking and elbow rubbing with.
Yeah, it's made that turn for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, at first it wasn't looking like a stage play.
Yeah.
It actually looked like there was some work being done. Yeah, it was a little different.
I think there's definitely alternative ways that we have never explored because we've been so locked in how, you know, what we were used to in the society that was status quo. Shit that was presented to us as the way it was.
Yeah.
I just wish there was somebody more competent doing it. You know, it's like I like the fact that he's trying to get rid of career politicians and get people who think differently and have a different experience in those places. But the people he put in there do seem like a bunch of fucking oligarchs, like the richest of the rich.
Yeah.
Ain't been poor
Yeah.
ever, so they can't.
Their perspective is not anyway in relation to how.
Yeah, it's hard for them to have the necessary empathy and compassion because poor people. Because when they think of poor people, they think of like.
Yeah, get away from it. Bump.
Yeah.
Type shit.
What she said, we already gave to the United Negro College Fund.
Yo, that's crazy. Listen, first of all, hold up.
That's how they look at us for it.
Indeed.
And it's not even a black or white thing. It's poor white people too.
Right.
They say the same thing about them.
And that says a lot right there, right? That it's not even, if you really know the true nature of what racism is, it really has nothing to do with color. You know, it's more so the competitive nature between the colors. So once money gets involved, that's the color. That's the most important, right? So
the saddest thing with that is poor white people who get lost in this racism shit don't even realize that. Like, you know, all
they're
these
blinded by the fact that it's just a white thing versus
right.
Yeah.
So all of these racist hillbilly white motherfuckers, rednecks, as soon as Donald Trump said he's cutting off government funding and aid, you know, they've been on welfare their whole life too, you know. So it affected a lot of white people. A lot of white people were scratching their head like, what the fuck is this thing?
You see the Karens come out in the Kevins.
Yeah, so like I said, we need to get past all the theatrics of politics. Really educate the general public on how it works. Because most people, not even just uneducated, people who've been to college will still fail the simple question of what's the three branches of government.
Right.
And if they can miraculously answer that shit, they can't tell you the functions of each one or what they're responsible
when it's
for.
When it's in the name,
right?
You know, each one. So
exactly,
I definitely get that.
So that's
crazy. Something like that from when we were children holds so much weight now in the age we're in right now. You know, I mean, can you honestly say you think we were going to live to see some of the things that have been occurring? again, staying on topic within Trump, you think it's been a lot under his reign that a lot of these things have happened. You know what I mean?
We always knew stuff like this existed in the world, but
it being brought to
it being brought to America's doorstep like this, you know, it's the real threat of like communism, you know, or you know, like Donald Trump is really trying to turn himself into a king, you know, a monarch.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He said there will be no more voting after this one.
Yeah, he's gonna try a lot of stuff, and another thing I just really hate about Donald Trump,
man. Like, come on, man.
Canada's gonna be the 51st state.
Listen to these
My
quotes,
nigga said
man.
we will come down there and buck the Panama Canal. I said, I'll call the military. We come out there and just take that shit.
How crazy is this?
It's crazy. It's like
We're
that's the conversation you expect to hear at your white friend's cookout that he invited you to, and his uncle's getting drunk in the corner. That's the stuff you expect to hear them say, like, just
cookout talk.
Yeah, not the president of the United States.
Not his platform doing that.
I always laugh when I think about I heard someone say, I think it was Cat Williams. He said everybody thought Barack Obama was gonna be like first black president. You know, they expecting this nigga spitting sunflower seeds at the press conference and shit. And now it turned out we get Donald Trump, and he is like, he doing everything a racist person would have expected Barack Obama to be doing in the fucking White House. He up there lying through his teeth.
It doesn't care, bro.
What? He up there bucking on niggas like, no, you're stupid and you're fat.
Right. On the mic. In front of everyone.
You probably ain't get no hoes in college, boy. Shut the fuck up.
They said this man pooped on himself and was sitting in it. Where was that at, bro? What event was that? Where everybody was just sitting around saying he was smelling like Chicago. Sitting in there. Everybody looking crazy.
He doesn't look like.
I don't see him as that incompetent to do stuff like that.
He's not giving P energy.
Nah.
Like, he not a player at all. He a bitch ass nigga who's always had money.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. And I can't even call him like a poser, right? Because he's not trying to be anything else. No.
He's stereotypical rich white man.
Right. So throw that rich part in there, because that gives a different attitude to that particular person you're talking about.
Yeah, for sure.
Because we've ran into them. I'm sorry, I'm not even talking about just because of our color, because
we're Americans.
Exactly. We ran into it, man, because we've been in the corporate world before. We've been out here working around it different.
Bullshit.
So we know what that is. You know what I'm saying? And we know the ones that are a part of the culture. Let's be real. We know the ones that really somewhat get it. You know what I'm saying? So
Donald Trump, second term.
Ain't that though.
So where do you think it's going? Like it seems like the door's wide open for like anything to kind of happen, right?
I think that's where I'm at with it, right? Like I don't have a big expectation of what Trump is. I think I just want I know I just want to be aware of what he got going on.
Right.
Because ultimately, when has it in our lifetime, in our age, been really important for us to be really listening to, you know, what the president's saying or doing this? Well, it was been important, right? But have we really locked into that? I think it's extremely important now. Like so significant at the points we are right now, because everything is really coming out. It's really coming down to the trickle effect that's affecting us. Yeah. Usually it doesn't, right? Usually it takes about 4 or 5 years before it even can make any changes, any shifts.
And we have a responsibility now, being that we have so much access to the information now. Like there's always an excuse for the generations before us, because you know they had limited access. They had a lot of things that they had to really fight to get changed, and now that we have the door open for us, and the ability and the access to, you know, we have a responsibility.
That's the biggest responsibility. One thing that, and I'll you know, close up because I know we got a topic we're sticking with, but I know one thing I do want to state is like the one thing I've always looked for is who's that next activist, you know, who's that next leader, right? I know some people say, oh, well, why isn't it you, you know, or you say that to yourself in the mirror, everybody watching our community, tribe, right? But that's needed, bro. I mean, we've always kind of had one, not president. That's nice, right? We talking about somebody that's like in the field, fighting a voice, right? A real voice who's standing up and showing us how to believe, You know what I'm saying? I think that's important, showing us
Now,
how to believe
these young niggas
in that way.
They shit. You play Lil Baby to Hope, and
What?
that's like, you know, that's
Come on, man. That's the anthem, bruh. And that's not it. That's
and the young niggas go fuck some shit up.
And not to say that's not a part of it. It can be a part of it, but that can't be the staple. Listen,
we got to get back to a righteous movement, bro.
Indeed.
Like we have to get back to some real moral fiber.
Indeed.
You know, and get our shit together as a people, not even just black people, but
we can't leave it on these celebrities.
Americans, period, bro. We need to get, all of us need to get our shit together, and especially black people. Like we got too much influence in the world for us not to be owning and gaining from it. You know, and real
engineers. I mean, we got it all, man, in our bloodline.
Black Friday, man.
That's a fact.
Let's stay home. Don't spend no money on Friday, man. The fourth Friday of every month, man. Black people just don't spend no money. Call it Black Friday. Yeah. Stay at home, man. Do something with your family.
Start it, man. Listen, if y'all real ones, y'all take the time.
Hashtag Black Friday, man. Thank you for staying. To everybody who's been asking about the show, man, we appreciate y'all so much.
Loved ones.
Y'all don't understand. That's the energy that got us in here tonight, man. So we appreciate y'all. Everything we said we gonna drop, we gonna drop. Everything we said we gonna do, man.
Hey, game time, man. You know what time it is. It's the tribe. It's your boy Uncle Shel.
And it's your man FLYTALK.
We out of here.
Sessions, man.
Sessions.